What's up, guys? Aaron Bennett here. Lots of Celsius updates. Basically, the UCC has said we're not going to accept an extension for Celsius to have exclusivity on their ability to present a plan. I'm going to talk all about that. Also, David Adler saying that collateral needs to be returned. The bidding dates have been extended. We had Withhold, the borrowers, U.S. Trustee, and a couple pro se creditors, Daniel Frishberg and Emanuell Hermann, all objecting to extending exclusivity, which then, again, the UCC decided to do their own objection. Also, the UCC is fighting against preferred equity. I'll update you on that fight as well. And I'll finish the video with the latest update on how much money, if there was a liquidation, we would probably get back from another very smart creditor inside the community. So guys, I want to pause the video and talk about Aura, which is the sponsor of this video. So what Aura does is so much regarding online safety, from identity theft protection, parental controls, secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam list removal, which I think is really cool. They also will tell you if your information has been leaked on the dark web, and they will actually try to get it off the dark web and get your information safe, which in crypto is super freaking important because our information, whether it's our physical address or our digital identity, if that is compromised, that could really put us in danger, both physically and for a phishing attempt. So they are offering you guys a 2-week free trial. Going to my link below, which is aura.com/Aaron Bennett. Aura.com/Aaron Bennett. All right, guys, now let's get back to the video. So there was a lot of talk about will the UCC file an objection to extending exclusivity. I'll get to that in just a moment. I first want to cover this story right here from David Adler and the borrowers, basically saying, hey, you need to return our collateral. And this is a very long 21-page document, which I will just summarize. And this applies if you have a loan. So a lot of you guys do have loans. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. He's saying that the collateral is not property of the estate and should be returned to borrowers. He talks about Celsius used deceptive trade practices, consumer fraud, they violated consumer finance laws, and then he gives a lot of proof talking about the AMAs. He goes over things that came up in the examiner report. Here, Alex saying all coins are returned to their owners, even in the case of bankruptcy. So if you have a loan, know that you have David Adler fighting for you very, very hard, which is awesome. Next, we have the extension of the bidding deadlines. So it was February 8th for the retail platform assets, and that is pushed until February 22nd. So I see this as a good thing. Personally, I would rather have our assets be sold off and not go into some reorganized company. Personally, I just want this to be over with as quickly as possible. Like if Binance can buy our assets, like they're hopefully going to do with Voyager, that is what I would like to see happen. And then maybe get some equity in some of the illiquid assets. I just want this to be done. I don't want an asset share token. I don't want anything to do with anything Celsius related going forward. I just want to be done with this. So I'm hoping that this extension moving to February 22nd will lead us to that outcome. And now heading into a couple objections to the extension. We had the ad hoc group for Withhold objecting. Then we had the group for borrowers led by David Adler objecting to this extension. The U.S. Trustee objected to this extension of the exclusivity period. We have pro se creditor Daniel Frishberg and also Emanuell Hermann also objecting. Now we have the UCC on Twitter saying that they objected to the continuation of the exclusivity period. Ahead of February 15th, we are continuing to work around the clock with Celsius and other parties to maximize value for account holders. Someone said, you say maximize value, but what you mean is retail clawbacks. Well, I unfortunately do agree with that, and I will include the link below if you took out money anytime 3 months prior to the petition, so around April 15th or later. There is a Telegram group for people who want to fight against retail clawbacks, and again, I will leave that link below for you guys. So this is really what I want to talk about in the video. This is the UCC's objection. So it starts out saying it's been 8 months since the debtors paused withdrawals and denied customers access to their account balances. During that time, many account holders' lives and finances have been upended. They mention that the debtor's expense rate and accrued liabilities indicate they could run out of cash by June 2023. So that's like, 4 months or so from now. But here they talk about the plan that Celsius has been working towards. So they want to return liquid crypto to a large majority of the debtors' smaller account holders, potentially in excess of 80% of all account holders. So I've talked about this in previous videos. They want to basically get rid of, they're saying, possibly 80% or more of creditors and give them the majority of, it says here, liquid crypto, give their crypto back. They're looking to create a new company which would be owned by the debtor's creditors, that would be yourself, and overseen by an experienced management team that is unaffiliated with the debtor's founders and existing management. Now, if this new co or reorganized company does get off the ground, this is imperative. The new management team cannot be at all affiliated with the debtors, meaning Celsius's founders and management. And that will be something that I will be scrutinizing a lot, because if there is any connections, if there is any friendships between the new management and Alex or Daniel or any of these people who ran Celsius before, that's going to be a big issue for me. The new company would seek to maximize the value of the debtor's undistributed liquid and illiquid assets over a period of time and projects to provide a superior recovery when compared to a liquidation. So again, retail clawbacks, I will include the link below. They are kind of saying that, again, the new company would seek to maximize the value of the debtor's undistributed liquid and illiquid assets. So illiquid assets, that would be things like maybe mining. But liquid assets, that could be clawing back things, whether it's from FTX or Voyager, or clawing back insider withdrawals, or clawing back retail withdrawals. So again, link below for that. Creditors, meaning yourself, would hold the new company's equity through a freely transferable token. This is this asset share token, which I am personally not a fan of, because most likely it will be incredibly illiquid and most people will sell it and the price will tank. Account holders who wish to sell their token could do so immediately and receive liquidity. Yes, but if everybody starts to sell and there is not a price floor that is upkept by a third party, then the price will tank. There is more sellers than buyers. Those who wanted to wait and maximize their recovery could do so. The new company would be a public reporting company. Personally, again, I would like to receive our liquid crypto and go through some place like Binance or another exchange, just get our liquid crypto back, become a customer of an already existing company that is legit, and then maybe have equity, not an asset share token, but equity in the illiquid assets. But the UCC said there is still a lot of work to do to get this going. They have to figure out what to do with the mining business. And they said regarding the mining business, they can potentially distribute the equity of that business, so of the mining business, to creditors, which I think would be pretty cool if that's better, we think, than just liquidating and selling everything and moving on with our lives. The committee remains focused on ensuring that all account holders have an option to receive a distribution of liquid crypto. So we'll see what that means. I like the sound of that though. And they are also working on a plan for the retail loan portfolio. So here, officially, the UCC requests that the court deny the second exclusivity motion and terminate exclusivity solely with respect to the committee to permit the committee to file its own plan. Remember, guys, the committee, I think I covered in my last video, they spent over $300,000 creating their own plan. And the committee says they will present their own plan following the February 15th hearing, which I believe is the next time they are in court, which is about 5 days from now. So next, really quick, the UCC is still fighting against this preferred equity. So I'll read what they said. In plain English, we, the UCC, think customers have claims at every Celsius entity, including CNL, which is Celsius Network Limited, where the preferred equity sits. But CNL owes Celsius Network LLC a significant amount of money, so Celsius Network Limited needs to pay its loan before preferred equity gets anything from CNL. So it's a little bit complicated. The UCC does talk about it here. The UCC says there is a multi-billion-dollar claim owed by CNL where the preferred equity holders sit to Celsius Network LLC, where account holders unquestionably have claims, meaning yourself. The examiner also found that the LLC was insolvent since inception, likely making the transfer of customer assets to CNL a constructive, fraudulent transfer. And here the judge orders the debtors, meaning Celsius, to file information regarding intercompany claims. So the judge is basically saying we need more information to figure out this fight from the UCC and the Preferred Equity Committee and trying to figure out who gets what claim on what entity. So ultimately, this is completely out of our control. We have White and Case, which represents the UCC. We have Kirkland and Ellis, obviously representing Celsius, and they are together fighting the law firm representing the equity committee. So we will just see what happens from this. And finally, I will end the video with Keith, who is very smart, talking about how much money we may get back. Somebody asked, what's your best guess for us getting something back percent-wise, Keith? Anything above 0%. Obviously it will be, but Keith says around the 62% mark, which would honestly be pretty freaking good at this point. All right, guys, that is it for the video. Thanks for watching. I am editing this in my van. That's why it looks a little bit different, obviously. And right now, we are just waiting for the next time they are before the judge in a few days from now, and we will hear more about this preferred equity stuff, and hopefully the UCC submits their plan, and we just get to move on with everything. So guys, that's it for the video. Links below to the things I mentioned in the video, and till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.